What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cptskrill. In today's video, we will be going over the ultimate PvP guide for Cata Classic for marksmanship hunters. We're going to be going over the glyphs, the gems, the talents, all of the above. The pets, the macros, we're going to hit it all as best as we can, but enough of that. Let's get right into the video. Alrighty, we're going to start off with the marksmanship talents. This is the marksmanship build, obviously. So we're going to go 2 points for go for the throat. Your range and auto critical hits cause your pet to generate 10 focus, 2 points in there. Then we're going to put 3 points in efficiency, reduces the focus cost of arcane shot by 3 and your explosive shot and chimera shot by 6. You want this for arcane and but mostly for chimera shot and obviously to progress into the tree. Then we're going to come down here into improve steady shot. 3 points here. When you steady shot twice in a row, your range attack speed will be increased by 15% for 8 seconds. That is a huge thing. Then we want careful aim. 2 points in this increases your critical strike chance of your steady shot, cobra shot, and aim shot by 60% on targets who are above 90% health. Then we're going to come over here and grab silence shot. This is your blanket silence. It's a 20-second cooldown. A shot that silences the target interrupts spellcasting for 3 seconds. Huge. I wish this was in retail over counter shot. Concussive barrage. Your successful chimera shot and multi-shot attacks have a 100% chance to daze a target for 4 seconds. You want this for your chimera shot because chimera shot is your biggest hitting attack and it's the attack you use the most off cooldown, right? And then we're going to come in here and take piercing shots. We want 3 points here. Your critical aimed, steady, and chimera shot cause the target to bleed for 30% of the damage dealt over 8 seconds. Then obviously true shot aura increases your melee attack power by 20% and your ranged attack power by 10 of your party and raid members within 100 yards. Then you want 2 points into termination. Your steady shot and cobra shot abilities gain an additional 6 focus when dealt on the targets at or below 25% health. Then we're going to take 1 point into resistance is futile. When you marked target attempts to run or flee or move, you have a 4% chance to cause your next kill command on the marked target within 8 seconds to refund the focus cost. All right, then we're going to come down here to Master Marksman. You have a 60% chance when you steady shot to gain the Master Marksman effect, lasting 30 seconds. After reaching 5 stacks, excuse me, your next aim shots cast and focus costs are reduced by 100% for 10 seconds. That's a huge talent. Then obviously you want readiness, 3-minute cooldown. When activated, this ability immediately finishes the cooldown of all hunter abilities. That is a major W. Rapid recuperation. You gain 12 focus every 3 seconds while under the effect of rapid fire, and you gain 50 focus instantly when you gain rapid fire killing. Then you want 2 points into post haste, reduces the cooldown of your rapid fire by 2 minutes, and your movement speed increase by 30% for 4 seconds after you disengage. Then 2 points in marked for death. Your arcane shot and chimera shot have a 100% chance to automatically apply marked for death. Marked for death is the same as hunter's mark, but it's undispellable, does not grant a nearing sight of the target, and lasts for 15 seconds. So basically it can't be dispelled, but you can't see people in stealth if they vanish, like a rogue or something like that. You would have to just regular mark them for that. Then obviously your main ability is chimera shot. It's a 9-second cooldown with a glyph, but it's usually 10 seconds. An instant shot that causes ranged weapon nature damage, plus 11,400, refreshing the duration of your serpent sting and healing you for 5% of your total health. All right, then we're going to come over here to the beast mastery tree and put 3 points into one with nature. Increases the attack bonus of your aspect of the hawk by 30% and increases the amount of focus restored by the aspect of the fox by 3. You really want this for the 30% attack power by aspect of the hawk, because when using your main damaging abilities, you want to be an aspect of the hawk for that attack power. Then we're going to come over here in survival. You want 3 points into hunter versus wild, increases your total stamina by 15%. That's a W. Then you want 2 points into pathing, increase range haste by 2%, and then you're gonna come over here down to put 2 points into entrapment. When your ice trap or snake trap are triggered, your entrapment all affected targets, preventing them from moving for 4 seconds. All right, so that's gonna do it for the talents. You can also come over here and grab survival tactics instead of entrapment. Reduces the chance that your trap spells will be resisted by 2% and reduces the cooldown of your disengage ability by 2 seconds. You can get that to 4% in 4 seconds with 2 points. But I think this is overall the best build for PvP. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this build, but let's move on to the glyphs. So for the glyphs, you're going to put in your prime glyph, you want glyph of arcane shot, increases your arcane shot damage by 12%. Then you're going to come over here in the glyph of kill shot. If you damage from your kill shot fails to kill the target or below 20% health, your kill shot's cooldown is instantly reset. This effect has a 6-second cooldown, so it can only occur every 6 seconds. This is a huge thing to help you finish a kill sometimes. And then you want the Glyph of Chimera Shot. Reduces the cooldown of Chimera Shot by 1 second. It's not it doesn't sound like a big thing, but Chimera Shot is your main and biggest hitting ability. Aim shot hits harder most of the time, but casting it, it's like 3 seconds to cast aim shot. So your main ability you're going to be using for your focus is Chimera Shot, and you want to be using that off cooldown as much as possible. And then we're going to come down to the major glyphs. You want Glyph of Disengage, decreases the cooldown of Disengage by 5 seconds. Then you want Glyph of Raptor Strike, reduces damage taken by 20% for 5 seconds after using Raptor Strike. And then for your last major glyph, you want Glyph of Trap Launcher, reduces the focus cost of Trap Launcher by 10 seconds. You can also use the Glyph of Master Call, which increases your duration of Master Call by 4 seconds, but remember, Master Call can be dispelled or taken away from you by like a mage or something like that. All right, let's run down to the minor glyphs. Minor glyphs aren't too important, but yeah, so Feign Death reduces the cooldown of your fade down by 5 seconds. That's a must, I feel like. That's like the major minor glyph. Then Glyph of Revive Pet reduces the pushback when you're trying to revive your pet. But if your pet dies in an arena, 2s or 3s, it's going to be pretty hard to revive it. So make sure you keep your pet as high as possible with their health pool. And then the last thing is Glyph of Scare Beast reduces the pushback. So this will be good for against scaring other hunter pets or scaring. I think you can scare ferals in this. I know you can in retail, but yeah, this is your last talent for your minor glyph. This is a website called 60 Upgrades. I will have the link in the description with my character. And it's going to have my talents and glyphs as well. And this is going to be like a simulated character for like the best possible stats and gems and enchants you can have for Marksmanship Hunter. For your head, you're going to want the Vicious Gladiator's Chain Helm with the Cranium of Vicious Agility, which gives you 60 agility and 35 resilience. And then for your gems, you're going to want the Delicate Inferno Ruby, which gives you 40 agility, or the Delicate Chimera's Eye. I haven't seen these on the auction house. I don't know if you need to be Jewel Crafter or they're just not on my realm, but this gives you 67 agility. Obviously, this would be the best in slot gem. But from the beginning, you want to use Delicate Inferno Ruby. It's much easier to get in, much cheaper. It's 40 agility. A meta gem in your head, it's the Agile Shadow Spirit, which gives you 54 agility and 3% increased critical effect on your head. And then for your neck, you want the Vicious Gladiator's Necklace of Prowess, which gives you 134 mastery and 134 resil. For your shoulders, there's only one type of shoulders you can get, the Vicious Chain Spalders. You want the Inscription of Vicious, the Great Inscription of Vicious, which gives you 50 agility and 25 resilience. And you get this by it's 2,000 honor at the honor vendor. And then this Cranium Vicious of Agility is 1,000 enchant, 1,000 honor at the honor vendor. And for your gem for your shoulders is going to be the Mystic Ambergel, which is the 40 resilience rating, or the Mystic Chimera's Eye, which gives you 67. If you can have, this is on your realm or in your auction house, or you get it by being a jewel crafter. But I have this, the Mystic Amber Jewel, which is much cheaper, and it's on the AH. For your back, you want the Vicious Gladiator's Cape of Cruelty, which gives you 70 spell penned and increases your crit strike rating by 134. This is your crit is your best behind agility. And then you're going to want, if you do not have 500 tailoring, you're going to get the Greater Spell Piercing, which puts a 70 spell pin on your cloak. But if you are a tailor and you have 500 tailoring, you're going to get a really good enchant on your back, which is called Sword Guard Embroidery. It puts a magical pattern into your cloak and causing your damaging and melee and ranged effects or attacks to sometimes increase your attack power by 1,000 for 15 seconds. So that's the best in slot enchantment. Obviously, you can only have 2 professions. So if you are a tailorer, that's what you want to put on your cloak. If not, you're going to put the Greater Spell Piercing. And then for your chest, you're going to want to put Delicate Ruby, which gives you 40 agility, and then the Mystic Amber Jewel, which gives you that 40 resil. And then for your enchant, you're going to put the Peerless Stats, which permanently enchants chest armor to increase stats by 20. That's what you're going to put on there. Now we're going to come down to our wrists. So the Vicious Gladiator's wrist guards of Alacrity. This is the ones you want to grab. You have another choice, but grab these ones because I think the haste rating is better. I think the other ones give hit rating. And then you're going to throw a 15 agility on here, which is the enhanced or enchantment bracer agility, which permanently enchants the bracer by 50 agility. This is kind of expensive. At least on my realm, it's like 15k. It might be cheaper on higher pop realms. If you're a leather worker, you can put the Draconic Embossment agility, which puts 130 agility. That's going to be your best in slot. if you're a leather worker, but you need 500 leather working to put this on. If not, there's the attack power version and stuff like that. So if you're a leather worker, you put that embossment, or if you're not, you put the 50 agility, which is the bracer and agility, which gives you 50 agility. For your weapon, you're going to put the Vicious Gladiator's Pike, which you want to put the Purium weapon chain, which attaches a chain to your weapon, reducing the duration of disarm effects by 60% and increases your hit rating by 40. This is what you want to put on your two-handed polearm. And then we're going to come over to your hands. You get the Vicious Gladiator's Chain Gauntlets. You're going to put 20 agility on them, which is enchantment gloves, major agility. And then you're going to put Spell Pen, which is the Ocean Sapphire, I believe. Where is it at? Stormy Ocean Sapphire, which gives you 50 Spell Pen. That's what you're going to put on your hands. And then it unlocks the socket bonus to give you 10 agility. Then for your waist, you're going to grab an enchantment called Ebon Belt, which it makes you add a socket to your belt, which is very nice. That's going to give you, you're going to put 50 Spell Pen and 40 agility. And then for your leggings, the Vicious Gladiator Chain Leggings, that's your only choice. For your enchant on your leggings, you're going to put the Dragon Scale Leg Armor, which permanently attaches Dragon Scale Armor onto the pants, increases attack power by 190 and critical strike rating by 50. Then you're going to add the 40 agility and the 50 Spell Pen. And then for your boots, you're going to get the Vicious Gladiators of Cruelty, which you want 40 resilience gem, which gives you that 10 resilience rating. And then you're going to add enchant boots, major agility, for that 35 agility. And then for your rings, if you have enchanting, like 475 enchanting, you can add 40 enchant ring agility. You can add 40 agility on both your rings. And then your best in slot, and then for your rings, you have the Ring of Accuracy and for the Ring of Cruelty. And then your best in slot trinket, in my opinion, is going to be the Key of Endless Chamber, which you get from the Heroic Dungeon Stone Core. It's the first boss. This is going to give you 1710 agility for 15 seconds. I believe it's better than the proc trinket. You lose 340 resil, but you gain about 900 agility for 15 seconds compared to the on proc. Maybe it's better. It depends on what you're fighting. I guess you can switch trinkets. Obviously, you don't really know what you're fighting. You can't see what you're fighting in Cata Classic, but this is going to be your best in slot damage trinket. And then your other best in slot is going to be your proc trinket, which gives you 1605 agility for 20 seconds. And then for your best in slot, it's going to be Vicious Gladiator's Longbow. And then you're going to put the Gnomish X-Ray Scope, which attaches a permanent scope to a bow gun that sometimes increases range attack power by 800. So this is going to be your best in slot stats, gear, and enchantments. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything. But obviously your stat priority is going to go Agility, Crit, Haste, Mastery. Mastery is new in Cata, but this is going to be the best possible build you can get. But yeah, enough of that. Let's get right into the pets. Your best pet is going to be the monkey. This monkey gives you a disorient. It's called Bad Manner. It hurls a handful of something special to target, blinding them for 4 seconds. Obviously, this breaks off damage. For your monkey, this is going to be in the Cunning Tree. For your monkey, the best talents are going to be Dash, 3 points in Great Stamina, 2 points in Mobility, 1 point into Boar Speed. Then you want 1 point in Culling of the Herd, 2 points in Lion-Hearted to reduce all stun and fear effects by 30%. Then you want 2 points into Cornered, 1 point in Roar of Recovery. Your pet's increase in Roar restores 30 focus over 9 seconds. You want Bullheaded to get your pet out of roots. 2 points into Grace of the Mantis, and then you obviously want Roar of Sack. Roar of Sack comes from the Cunning Tree. All your pets are going to be cunning except like your tiger or wolf. But we'll go over that in a second. For our next pet you're going to want is the Ferocity pet. It's going to be like a wolf or a tiger. You can find a wolf or a tiger in, or a tiger at least, in Stranglethorn, where you can also find the monkey pet. I'll have the pictures up on the screen to show you the general area where you can find a tiger and the monkey pet. But for your tiger pets, you're going to want Dash, 3 points into Great Stamina, 2 points into Bloodthirsty, 1 point into Boar Speed, 2 points into Lion-Hearted, 1 point into Heart of the Phoenix, 3 into Spider Bite, 1 into Rabid. You want 1 point into Call of the Wild. Your pet Roar increases your pets and melee and range attacks by 10%. And then you want 2 points into Wild Hunt. The reason you want a ferocity pet is for this ability right here called Roar of the Courage. So you can use this right before the gates open and switch your pet. So this gives the beast lets out a roar of courage, increasing strength and agility of all your party and raid members by 549 within 100 yards. And as an hunter, you play with a feral or even a warrior. You play with what else? Rogue. So they also need agility and strength, and you can use this so you hit it, and then you can just dismiss your pet and bring out the pet you think you're going to want to use for that particular arena. For your next pet, you're going to want the spider pet. I will have a picture on the screen where you can grab a spider pet in Duskwood, which is right across from Elwyn Forest, but it's also in the cunning tree as well. You're going to have the same talents as you did for the monkey, but the reason you want spider pets is for web, in case the target into a sticky web, preventing them movement for 5 seconds. This is why, so you can switch to this pet if you're playing against like a rogue or a warrior or a paladin, so you can root them. It's not that great against paladins because they just freedom and off, but this helps for against people who cannot take off roots. Your fourth pet, you're going to want to get a spore bat. I will have a picture on the screen to show you where you get it, but it's going to be in the Outland and in the Zanger Marsh. I'll have the picture showing you exactly where you can find one, but this is going to be the fourth pet, is the spore bat. The reason you want a spore bat is the spore cloud. Dust nearby enemies with spores, reducing the cast speed of all enemy targets within 6 yards for 30 seconds. By 30% for 10 seconds. This is going to be good against flip clocks, mages, things like that, boomies, things that have to cast. Not necessarily boomy, because boomy just spams moonfire, but mages and locks it's going to be super good against. And it's also in the cunning tree, so it's the same talents as the monkey and the spider. For your fifth and final pet, you are going to want a bird, any type of bird pet, because of Snatch. The bird of prey grabs the enemy's weapon within talons, disarming them for 10 seconds. Obviously, if they have the disarm enchantment, it will be 4 seconds, but this is going to be good against like warriors and rets and maybe even rogues. So I will have a picture on the screen. I'll show you where you can find a bird in Duskwood. Next, it's pretty close to where you can find the spider, but that's going to do it for all 5 pets. You're going to want the monkey pet, a tiger or wolf, any type of bird pet, a spider, and a spore bat. That's going to be the 5 pets you're going to be running and using in Cata Classic for Marksmanship Hunter. I'm going to have a paste bin that's going to have all the macros where you can copy and paste them. We're going to quickly go over them. I have an arcane shot macro, which uses aspect of the hawk. If I'm not in it, it's going to change it right to aspect of the hawk. The same for my aim shot, and my chimera shot has a stop casting. So if I'm casting like steady shot or something, and then our chimera shot comes off cooldown, I can instantly cast it, and it also puts aspect of the hawk on. Also, I have a focus aim shot, a focus concussive shot. I have a feign death, which does stop casting and puts my pet on passive. And then I have a focus scatter shot, a focus silencing shot that has a stop casting thing, so I can kick and blanket silence people. And then I have a focus trank shot, a focus widow venom. I have a kill shot macro, which cancels deterrence and cancels hands of protection because you can't cast while using those things. It also uses aspect of the hawk and does stop casting, so I can try to finish someone. And then also have a party 1 for Master Call, party 1 for sack, a party 2 for sack and Master's Call as well. A self macro for sack and Master's Call. This will all be in the paste bin. I'm just quickly going over them. Then I have a bullhead, so I can use this as an ability, because pet abilities you can't like put onto your bar. At least I couldn't figure out how to do it. And then I have a bad manner focus macro. I haven't figured out how to get my monkey not to use bad manner unless I want it to use it. So let me know in the comments if you guys know of something to fix that. Maybe you can't, but you got to pay attention to the cooldown, or your monkey is going to use it on cooldown. But I have a focus for that. I have a burst macro, which uses like rapid fire, my on proc trinket, roar of recovery, dash, pet attack, call of the wild, rabid, all stuff like that. Then I have a deterrence macro, which stops all casting. So if I'm using, say, steady shot, I can hit this. I can still deter by, cancel my casting. So my deter goes off when I want it to. And then I have a kill command macro which uses aspect of the hawk. Then I have the same thing for a stop casting macro for readiness. And then I have a scatter shot to put my pet on passive so it doesn't attack them when I scatter shot them. But that's going to do it for the macros. Like I said, they will all be in a paste bin where you can click on the link and then just copy and paste them into the game. It's going to be in the link in the description. Let's go over the basic rotation for Marksmanship Hunter and Cata Classic. So you're going to want to mark people, right? Have your pet out, whichever pet you're going to want to be using for that arena. And then you're going to use your burst macro, which is going to proc your trinket and all the many things that come with, let's use my monkey pet actually, since it's usually the main pet I use. All right, so we're going to hit our rapid fire and then instantly chimera shot. Aim shot, you can aim shot if you want in the beginning of the game. You can't really aim shot too many times. You want to be spamming steady shot, so you might be able to get that instant aim shot proc when you get the 5 stacks from ready, set, aim. But as a marksmanship hunter, you want to focus on doing CC, using your blanket silence when you can, scattering people, using traps. But your main ability is chimera shot. So chimera shot costs 44 focus, which is a lot. Right, so you want to try to make sure you have enough focus to use chimera shot off cooldown. So by using steady shot and obviously using CC and trapping people, you're gonna gain focus because you're not spending it. Right, well actually you spend focus with a trap launcher, but that's why you have that glyph to reduce it by 10 focus. And then you can send traps and stuff like that, and you scatter shot, silencing people. But you want to be using chimera shot off cooldown. That's your main ability, right? You can try to get aim shots off if you're not being targeted, but make sure you have enough focus to use your chimera shot off cooldown if you're going to be aim shotting, because aim shot does 50 focus and it's almost a 3-second cast. It's a lot faster when you have rapid fire up. But if you can get a sneaky aim shot off, it does a lot of damage. Obviously, you want to be using tranquilizing shot to take off wings, to take off bops, stuff like that. You obviously want to be using deter to stop damage and to get people to get off you, maybe switch targets. Then also you have readiness if you want to deter again, right? Or spam a chimera shot into a rapid fire again to get a kill, or maybe to reset silence shot. It resets all your hunter abilities. And you want to make sure you have Widow Venom on your target. A venom is a shot that reduces effectiveness of healing taken for 30 seconds. This can be dispelled obviously, so you have to pay attention and when it's on your target or not. I think it lasts 15 seconds or 12 seconds in PvP. But like I said, you just want to be trapping, using chimera shot off cooldown. You can have Serpent Sting on. It's kind of a, like, you really don't want to waste the focus. You don't have to, but if it's a longer game, you can have it on and then just use Cobra Shot to refresh it, right? Cobra Shot hits harder than a Steady Shot, and they both give 9 focus. But like I said, Steady Shot's going to be your main focus regenerator, because you want to try to get those insta aim shot procs from ready, set, aim, which is 5 stacks, and you can get an insta aim shot proc from using Steady Shot. But yeah, chimera shot's gonna be your main ability. Try to use it off cooldown. Make sure you have enough focus when it's off cooldown right away, and you're just gonna be focusing on trapping, scatter into trap, and then blanket silencing the healer, or blanket silencing the target you're on if they're trying to cast, if it's a caster. And yeah, and switching your pets into what pet is appropriate for the matchup. But yeah, that's gonna do it for my ultimate Cata PvP guide. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions. If you like the video, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.